Hey guys. Okay, I fixed the settings on my webcam, so hopefully you can see me a little bit better. My last couple of videos have been kind of grainy, or I don't know, they looked weird. Anyway, I wanted to come on today to talk about a fabulous product and make a couple, I guess, like semi-retractions. First, I want to say I made a couple videos recently, one about the kinky curly curling custard and one about the straight hair, and I just want to make, I don't know, I guess a couple of retractions. Okay, so the kinky curly curling custard, I'm not going to be repurchasing it. I'm not going to be, trying it again anytime soon. However, and I don't know. Okay, first let me tell you a little bit about me. One of the things about me is I'll try something and I'll do it the way I think I should do it, or I might read the instructions on the bottle or whatever, but I won't put any huge amount of research into anything, and then I'll do it, and then if it doesn't work out, in my mind I'm like, okay, well, I did what I think I should do and it didn't work, so that doesn't work. And that's not necessarily the truth. I think that maybe if I put research into something, or looked into techniques or something like that, then something might very well work for me. Maybe I was using it wrong. So I think it's sort of like a character flaw, and I think it's a character flaw from my 20 plus years in sales, because in sales sometimes you have to make up some really good BS, like on the fly, when you don't know what you're talking about and you have to act like you know what you're talking about. And I've gotten really good at doing that. So what ends up happening is I believe my own BS. Like, if I decide that there's a way of things should be done and it doesn't work out, then I'm done. Even though there may be another way of doing it or whatever. Anyway, so anyway, with the kinky curling custard, I happened to be looking at YouTube, and I came across a video that was made by the manufacturer, or the product owner of kinky curly curling custard. And on her tutorial, she had pictures of white women and Asian women and black women. But the white women and the Asian women had like wavy hair, and they were using kinky curly curling custard. And I thought, well, I know my hair has to be, thicker than that. And it was working for them. So I felt like, okay, it was probably more operator error than the fact that kinky curly curling custard, doesn't work for women, African American women with fine hair. And then in the tutorial, the manufacturer of kinky curly curling custard said that you kind of have to play with it in terms of the amount that you put in your hair. And the amount she was putting in her hair was about the amount that I put in my hair. It's just that her hair goes all the way down to her waist. So I thought, ooh, okay, yeah, I probably put way too much in my hair. So I just wanted to say that, like, if anybody wants to try kinky curly curling custard, I don't want them to look at my video and say, oh, well, it didn't work for Holly, so, or, oh, in case you didn't know, yeah, Chromie Bella's name is Holly. It didn't work for Holly, so it's not going to work for me. It may work for you. You just have to, I guess, play with it and, try it a couple different times. Don't just go on your first experience and say, okay, this doesn't work. Because the owner even said something about sometimes if you use too much, it can be crunchy, or you can get freaked out. So I just wanted to put that out there. The other thing was my straight video, where I was upset about the way my hair turned out. And I started thinking about, well, what did I do different this time that I didn't do last time I straightened it? And the last time the last time I straightened it, I used all these cheap products. I used like Iron Guard, Straight Guard, all this stuff. And my hair came out relatively flat. This time, the only thing I used was wrapping lotion, and then later in the process I used shea butter. And neither of those things are going to make your hair flat. So I thought, okay, well maybe that's why. I used the wrapping lotion when I did the roller set, and then when my hair wasn't coming out or whatever, I used the shea butter for the saran wrap treatment. And, you know, neither of those work to help straighten hair. So I thought, well, maybe that's why my hair came out fluffy. So I just wanted to put that out there too. Now, for products that I am in love with, Sheeta Natural and Philly Diva both talked about this Eco Styler Gel. Now, they talked about the olive oil. I couldn't find it anywhere, but I picked up this, and I absolutely love it. I have it in my hair right now, and I don't know if you can see, but it's very defined. And what I love is, like, even my parts that typically are a lot frizzier are less frizzy. I don't know if you can see that. I put leave-in conditioner underneath it, as was instructed, and then I kind of ran some shea butter over it after it dried, and I absolutely love it. I mean, it's light. You know, my hair still has movement. I mean, and I don't really have to shake it all like that for it to move. You know, like if I'm talking or something like that, see, I mean, it's moving. And I love that because, you know, someone told me that it dries really stiff and it kind of freezes the hair. And so I put a lighter amount up top where my hair is less curly. And then I put a heavier amount where it's more curly. And then the other thing is, I don't know if you guys can see this. You know, my sides are really fine, but my sides are even elongated, or at least much more than they normally are. Here, look. See? So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm going to use it. I did a deep conditioner yesterday with shea butter and some Elastic QP, moisturizing oil recovery, and my Herbal Essence Totally Twisted. And I left it in for about 2-3 hours, and then I put about 10-15 minutes of heat on it just to put a lot of moisture in it because I'm a little bit scary about gel. But I thought, you know, I'm going to leave this for the week and see what happens. And, you know, maybe just put shea butter in it as I feel like it's drying out or whatever. But I absolutely love it. It's the same exact look that I normally get with like a wash and go, only I don't have the frizziness. Like, I can't find one spot in my hair where I have a bunch of frizziness. Normally this is kind of like a clump all by itself. It kind of like stacks up on itself because it's so dense right here in the back. And even this is nice and defined. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys, and I wanted to say thank you, Sheeta, and I wanted to say thank you, Philly Diva, for the offer. You know what I'm talking about. And yay, Eco Styler Gel. I've seen it all over YouTube, and I've never tried it, and I'm so glad I did. So thanks, guys. I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. Ciao.